What's up? What's up, good people? This your boy Scott Lewis. Another apartment gamer and more Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition here with John. Everything BK Nets. What's up, John?
Hey Scott, good to be here. Listen, today was about the rookies development,
Yeah.
but got to
Yep.
start with Egor, the man, the old man. Like going back to
Yep.
Utah, old stomping grounds, friends, family, everybody's comes to the game. A lot of pressure, but Egor
Yeah, he
handled the
showed up.
pressure. He showed up brilliantly tonight. His first
Yep.
double double, 20 plus points, 10 rebounds. The guy said he had 8 or 9 defensive rebounds. Active all night. He made some good passes as well. And yeah, setting another record, an all-time NBA record of 34 consecutive games with the three. Just Egor keeps breaking records. He broke the Nets franchise record for rookies for three-pointers with 7. Became the first ever Brooklyn Nets lottery pick to represent us at the Rising Stars game. And tonight with the 34 consecutive threes, like Egor is breaking records, and he's really starting to find his inner confidence. The third quarter, the dunk heard around the world, like that was great from Egor just to see him be more aggressive and assertive. And you hope the second half you can see it. But ultimately, the synergy between him, Nolan, and Wolf was great tonight. Nolan finally got a start with Yegor together. I thought Nolan had a bad first half, but second half definitely made up for it. Very good defensively, made some good shots. Literally twisted Kate George's ankle with a layup, which is pretty crazy. But
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
also being a very pesky defender out there. And Nolan's defense is really underrated for sure, and he definitely brought some good intensity on defense. And Wolf was just aggressive all night, making good shot attempts. Had another big three in the fourth quarter. I just think that synergy between Yegor, Nolan, and Wolf is really good. And if we keep MPJ or trade him or rest him after the trade deadline, let this be the three you want to start going forward. Let Nolan run point. Let Yegor be some point guard wing of any
Yeah.
sorts, and let Wolf run the four with Claxton, or if Claxton gets dealt, just let Clowney and Wolf be the 4 and 5. Just right now, what you saw tonight, development took some big steps forward, and we proved we don't need MPJ to win us whatever games we got to win this year because that's not the point. The point is development, and these three rookies contributed a lot to the win tonight. And last 14 points of the fourth quarter, all scored by Yegor, Nolan, and Wolf. That's
Yeah.
development taking a few steps forward tonight. So shout out to them.
Yeah. I thought it was a good game, man. I really enjoyed watching the rookies play. And I always knew Yegor had it in him, though. We always talk about like he has that it thing, and
Mm-hmm.
he showed it today. He always show it, especially in the fourth quarter. He was killing. I mean, I just like to see the progression. I think it's coming. I think
Mm-hmm.
he's definitely part of the future. So
Definitely.
yeah, so a 109.99 win. Let me see. Danny Wolf had 28 minutes, 14 points, 6 for 11, 2
Good.
for 7 for the 3. Would like to see that number higher, but that's
Mm-hmm.
good. I mean, at least he's taking them. Terrence Mann, 28 minutes, 7 points, 3 from 6 from the field, just regular Terrence Mann stuff.
Ooh.
Nick Claxton, 30 minutes, 6 points, 3 for 7. He didn't really have no
Eh,
competition at the board. That it seemed like the Nets had the interior game was working, and it was mainly because of Dayron Sharp. Nolan Trier, 26 minutes, 7 points, 3 from 8. In the first half, he was somewhat, like I don't know how to put it. Like he was getting to the rim, but he just wasn't finishing. But in the second half, he showed much better. He was at will getting to the rim, literally at will. Yegor was 29 minutes, 25 points. Excellent game. 8 for 6, 8 for 16. That's like 50%. 6 for 12. That's 50% from the three. That's shooting 50% from the three is outstanding.
right.
He had 10 rebounds, which he played hard today, boy. I ain't gonna
Yep.
lie to you.
He showed up.
He showed up. He had 4 assists as well. He played excellent ball. Would you say Yegor is playing like a two guard?
I'm just going to preface it with I'm not going to specify a role. I think right now he's a point guard wing, which doesn't exist, but in positionless basketball, being like Leaf said, a jack of all trades, a master of none, is kind of what Egor is. He's a great 3-point shooter. He's working on his mid range game, working on being more assertive. He can play make. Rebounding is now starting to really show up for him. So I would say he's a mix of a guard, a wing, and a scorer, let's say. And I think that's what they should roll with right now. If you want to start Nolan at the one, let Nolan take some of those playmaking, dribbling responsibilities. Let Yegor primarily score and facilitate when he can. I'm fine with exploring that. I think right now for Yegor, he's playing with confidence, and now the second half is about really testing all of his other things he has to work on. And right now, he's on a great track. He's going to be representing us in the Rising Stars game All Star Week. Billy Reinhardt from Twitter even said maybe Yegor should pull double duty and be part of the All Star 3-point shooting contest, which he should. I mean, if he can pull double duty off, represent us against the rookies, and be part of what could be a very fun 3-point scoring contest group of people, like let Yegor do it. He's right now one of our best 3-point scorers for rookies and maybe in the NBA right now. He's shooting over 40% right now, so why not let Yegor keep testing himself? But yeah, he's in a good spot right now, Scott. And I just think for him right now, his role is not specified.
Yeah.
I think he could play all three positions interchangeably when he's fully stronger as a player. So I would just
I
see
think
let him keep doing what he's
MPJ should
doing.
be in the 3-point contest.
I think for MPJ, he's might represent us in the All Star game. They're going to announce reserves on 6 p.m. on NBC basketball Sunday this Sunday. So we'll see if he made it or not. Some people say he's not going to make it. Some are saying he should make it. So if he's a reserve, he'll likely be representing us in that. But for 3-point, I want it to be Yegor. That would be such a badass moment for one of our rookies to just say, "Hey, first year I'm going to be part of the 3-point contest. See if you can outscore some of the best
Have a
3-point shooters in
rookie
the
ever
NBA."
been in the 3-point contest?
I'm not sure, but that would be
I don't think
something.
you can as a rookie.
I mean, does there a certain criteria? I think it's like if you're a 3-point shooter and you want to be part of it, I think there's nothing stopping you.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. But all right, Jalen Wilson was 20 minutes, 9 points, 3 for 7, 3 for 6. He played well when he was in there. 3 minutes, 3 rebounds, 3 assists.
Nothing I haven't
Um,
seen from this guy for 3 years right
no,
now.
no, yeah. Well, I mean, hey, look, only 20 minutes, not bad. Dayron shot 18 minutes. It's even less. 16 points. He was killer on the boards. Literally, he killed Utah. Four
Oh,
for five. Yeah, he was killing. He was just a man amongst boys, really.
I keep telling you,
9 rebounds.
Dayron and Claxton's trade values are really good right now, and I think the
Nine.
Nets have
Yeah,
some
yeah.
decisions to make between the two
Oh
of
no,
them.
Dayron is a young center, man. He's young. 9 rebounds, one assist. Put him on a veteran team and see what happens. Ben Saraf, 21 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 6, 0 for 3. No, wow. Ben, come on, Ben.
Woo! Benny
Come on.
boy.
Come on, Ben, my boy. Come on, Ben.
You know what? You know what his nickname's gonna be? It's not gonna be Ben Surratt. It's gonna be Ben Sir Oof.
Oh, come
Like
on,
literally. I'm
Ben.
sorry.
Come
Sorry, man.
on,
Ben Sar Oof.
Ben.
This
Cam
boy.
Thomas, 24 minutes, 21 points, 7 for 15, 1 for 6, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. He gets to the free throw line. I ain't gonna lie to you now. I think, like one thing that you realize about veteran players or players that been in the league for more than 2 or 3 years, they know that the free throw line is your friend, and getting to the paint means something in the NBA because it gets you free attempts. It does. It just does, and it induced winning. Rebounds. He only had 2 rebounds. I thought he had more than 4 assists. I know he was giving Nolan in the first half some dynamite wide open shots, man.
I'm
You can't get no wide when they double him off the pick and roll, he's wide open. He's wide open, man.
I'm just surprised
Cam should be averaging like 8, 9 assists a game. The way he's playing now, his shot selection is kind of like, oh, I get it. Jerron Ship was saying CT's my guy's shot selection is horrible. I get it. I think he needs to stop with the step back threes. It's killing his percentages. Yeah, I get it. It should be only used when necessary. But you need to actually get it going. You need to actually get it going. If you ain't got it going, then it's not going to be beneficial. Cam gotta have it going in order for the step back to be going right. Jamal said, I agree.
I mean, let's just call it what it is. For 3 weeks, Cam Thomas has kind of been checked out like a zombie type in uninspired basketball.
I think he enjoyed playing with Nolan, though. I think he does. I think he sees what Nolan has that he wish he had, or I should say what he does, and that's penetrate.
It just feels a little too late. Like I wish Cam.
I'm not saying about staying. I'm not even talking about. I know. I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about Cam's career. I'm not talking about it's too late. It ain't too late for his career.
No, not at all. Like he showed tonight he could still dribble a basketball and make clutch buckets, play with a little attitude, a little spice. It's just like we kind of know that his mindset hasn't been in Brooklyn for weeks now.
No. The organization is not giving him no love. Of course, we know.
No, it was a good game.
I'm talking about his game, though. I'm just talking about his game. I ain't talking about keeping him. That's what you're saying. If it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't.
It's just, what is Cam's agenda right now? Because let's say it's Sunday's Detroit. Lakers could be his last game on Tuesday. Then after that, it fades up to Thursday.
I don't think no movement is going to happen.
You think they'll waive him? Like seriously, waive him when he did actually have it?
I don't think they'll waive him. They're going to play him out.
I don't see that, Scott.
Why not?
Because at that point, we're not going to resign him this summer.
We rebuilding.
But he's not a part of it, though. This is why signing a contract
they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah, we do.
They get paying him.
They don't want to pay him, though. They don't want to pay him. And Cam does not look like he wants to stay here.
This is
his first decent performance.
No, they're paying him now. They're paying him now. He's under contract.
He chose that. He actually chose his own contract.
I understand that. What are you saying about getting rid of him? Why would you get rid of him for what? If not, unless the team want to offer him something.
If we can attach him to a potential Claxton,
but nobody's asking. Nobody's moving. Nobody's moving.
Separately, you might not get much for Cam. But if you combine Cam with other players, you might expect something.
You have nothing to lose. If let's just put it this way. If it doesn't make the team better having Cam Thomas on the team, it doesn't make the team worse. It helps some of the young players. We don't know what's being said in that locker room amongst the players. We don't know what conversation Cam has with Nolan, as far as I'm concerned, because them two always been playing together.
Well, now Nolan's starting, so now Cam's come still off the bench. Listen, I give it to Cam. He had a good night, but it's like the agenda is either we try to flip him something now, or if we don't, it'd be crazy to say, but it seems like a buyout is on the table because they don't want to pay this kid. So it's like after the deadline, there is no point of keeping him.
Why they don't want to pay him? They're not losing anything by the $6 million.
Yeah, but you know Cam is like, I could drop 20 every night. I should be making at least over $18 million, let's say, and the organization's not going to come that number for him.
But why would they get rid of him if he's on the roster and they ain't getting nobody else? I don't get it.
It's about the development of the guys we have right now, the rookies who have played well
from the G League?
No, listen, it's right
Ben
now.
Saraf?
At this point, we have to see Saraf give us something at this point. Something.
Oh, come on. You can't no way take Ben Saraf and say, okay, we know we're going to get better with Ben Saraf right now.
You just saw my comments on Breezy Show. It was hard to keep laughing about Saraf and his struggles, but at the end of the day, we had 4 years with Cam Thomas to figure something out. They've never been on the same page of front office and Cam. And it's like Cam, I think his mind was set after he said the no comment thing to the media. It's like I don't care. I'm ready to go somewhere where I feel like I'm valued and I can actually have a role. But it's like you're a six man, Cam. If you're not happy being consistent as a six man, it's hard to see this relationship continuing past next Thursday. Like it took him 3 weeks to
No,
have a good game right now.
I don't agree with that.
John,
I don't
John,
agree
what's
with
good,
that.
y'all? What's good, y'all?
Hey, Jamal.
What's up? We got an echo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got y'all on speaker. I'm just gonna say this real quick. We don't know if Sean Marks and CT had a conversation behind scenes already.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all can hear me? It's good?
Yeah. It's still echo.
No, I was just gonna say this. I said we don't know if CT and Sean Marks had a conversation behind the scenes already.
Right. Yeah, that's true. We don't know. That's why I was saying to John is that we don't know what's going on in that locker room. But
I would
what
be
I
surprised
do
if he's
understand is
knocked out.
this.
I would be surprised.
Yeah, no. What I do know is it's not hurting him to be on a team if that is beneficial to some of the young players, because he's clearly got more skill level than some of them. I'm not saying that he's going to be on the team next year. I'm not saying that. And if you can't trade him, why are you just getting rid of him if he has beneficial to Jordy? I don't know.
But he's not beneficial if you're not.
How do
keeping
you
him
know
this
that
year.
though? This is
Because
what I'm saying.
because they're not
Nobody
gonna give him a
knows
contract.
this. Nobody in the thing. Nobody in the NBA, and that includes Nets Daily and all the rest of them knows that. They don't know this.
Well, Nets Daily actually predicted before Cam signed a qualifying offer that they didn't want to use him at all this season. They actually wanted him to be a bench guy before they had to start him with MPJ. And you clearly saw how bad that was. So it's like the damage has been done for 4 years. They've never trusted him, never seen him as a top option, maybe a six man at one point, but it's like Cam had to force the issue, but he can't stay healthy enough. So it's like you take all that together, and it's like I think for Cam right now, he has to realize he is a six man, but he's not motivated to be that. It took him 3 weeks till tonight to show the fire that he's had for 4 years as a scorer. And it's
I
like
don't.
you
I
want
don't agree
consistency
with
and you
that.
want belief. Well, you want
But that's
investment.
why.
Cam's not invested in this team. You clearly see that.
I don't agree
But
with that.
yeah,
I mean,
me
Scott,
either. That's
look
why
at
I
his
I
said
don't
we don't
agree. I
know
agree. I think that's the narrative that the
that
people
people
are
want to push.
saying. That's the
Scott, I've
narrative
seen
that
his
people.
level of play the last
I
few
think
weeks.
that
It's been miserable
I know
seeing
it's
him
been.
unhappy.
I know it has been. The
But
team has
clearly,
been too.
but something, John. The whole thing is clearly something changed because tonight he came out with a different spark. So
After
we
three
don't
weeks,
know.
and it's right
But I'm
before the
saying we
deadline,
don't know.
Jamal.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't know if Jody had a conversation with him. We don't know if Sean Maltz had a conversation with him.
Clearly,
They could have
something's
told
been
him. They could have
said.
told him. Listen. They could have told him. Listen, CT.
We're keeping you.
Look, you
Keeping you
getting
to the end
injured.
of the
You're
year.
injured right now. You're injured. We'll talk in the off season or whatever the case is. You're gonna come off the bench for right now because of the injury. Because at the end of the day, they protected him more than they protected anything else at this point.
Because his injury is not. He's not having to stress so much, and they are in tank mode. They really are
Yeah,
in tank mode.
you
They want to
you're
tank.
kind of protecting your asset. If you feel like you're gonna re-sign him for the long term,
Start the rookies, play the rookies. Like you said, they started Nolan. They playing Egor. They starting Egor. They starting people. So let them get them rolling. Let them play. Cam, you
or
already established in this league as a scorer, but where you go, whether you stay on the team or not, it doesn't matter. You on the roster right now. I can't trade you because nobody wants you because
They
you have an
might.
injury.
and
Because,
They
and that
actually
could be
might
devil
buy him
advocate
out if
too.
they can't
You
trade
heard?
him.
But
They
but
actually might
look,
do
that
that.
let me play devil advocate a little bit, right? What if Jody and what else? What if, not Jody, but what if Sean Marks already talked to CT and said, "Listen, if we're gonna play you for you to build your value up, so we could try to get you out of here."
right.
They had weeks to do that, and Cam just looked very
Well, it's not too.
No,
disconnected.
I'm saying, what if they just spoke to him this week, though? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but this is like, listen, the only good thing about tonight with Cam was he reminded the NBA I can still drop 20 points when I care, when I'm aggressive. So this did something for his trade value. Let's see what happens the next few days. If maybe they approached him saying, "Hey Cam, these are a few teams that might want you, but they want to see you have a vintage Cam performance tonight." And maybe that's what lit a spark under Cam's ass, because so far the last 3 weeks he's passed up so many shots, missed shots he takes in his sleep, and tonight he was making the shots he takes in sleep. So like, I agree with you. Something definitely could have happened, but I don't think it's necessarily him staying. It's that maybe they told him a trade could happen, but you guys show these teams you're still Cam Thomas. I think that's what I'm reading more from this than from, oh, everything is good now after 4 years of damage that's been done. I don't think anything's changed on that side of things between both sides.
Only time will tell. We
Yeah,
got it to
We
the
got
trade
6 days. We
deadline.
got 6 days of time.
all I
here.
got to
Yeah.
say is time will tell. And then whenever it comes out of it, I hope that Cam, benefits from it as well as the Nets. Cam need to benefit.
I agree, Jovan.
I know Sean, and Sean is not that type of player. Sean is not that type of GM.
He's
Sean
horrible.
is not that. Sean is not that type of GM that put players in the win. He's not
did that
going to
to
do
Cam.
that.
Yeah, to Cam.
No, not really, because Cam's still on the team.
You didn't want to pay him. He actually made Cam the last part of his objectives.
He's still
last
on the
summer.
team, though. He's still on the team. You can say what you want to say. That's why
Because
he
he-
knows. He knows I'm on the team
Yeah,
as of
but-
right now.
Yeah, right now it's 6 days and counting. We're going to see these next
So
two
if
games.
he
that
be
Cam's
on the
here about.
team on the seventh day, then what I'm saying makes sense.
They actually might buy him out, because if it's all about the rookies, and there's no reason to keep Cam.
Listen. He's on the team. He's on the team. I don't care. I mean, even Javon Ship said, I disagree, which I understand. Y'all can disagree. I do understand where y'all coming from. You think that Cam doesn't get along with nobody in the locker room, and he doesn't fit the mold of the type of attitude that you want. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know if that bothers Jordy. Because maybe Jordy spoke to him. Maybe, see, you know what? It kills me. None of us really know, including me. I don't really know.
Did you see that Celtics game where he had a grenade? He had an opportunity for a 3-point grenade.
Yes,
it was like
I understand.
around 2 minutes and change. He passed it up, and Jordy's like, "Sub him." We saw that. We all watched that.
But John, you can't say that, because right after that he never played another minute after that. And then the next game he was on the injury list for his ankle. He came out the game limping.
Yeah, and thank goodness it wasn't a fracture. Because if that happened, then that whole situation would have been
That's
screwed.
what I'm saying.
That would have been
So
done.
if he has a sprained ankle and he gets the ball and he knows he can't shoot because he can't jump on and land on that ankle, ain't you gonna pass the ball up?
Yeah, but wait. That was like 3 or 4 games ago. What about the last 2 to 3 weeks? What about that Spurs game where the first half, all he does was playing hot potato, not even taking any shots? And I'm like, wow, Cam is just giving up on teams.
I thought it was
about
I thought it was about the rookies, though.
Yeah, cause this is what I'm trying to say. Y'all can't
you
have
said
it both
Cam has to get
ways.
his
You
value
can't
up.
have it both ways,
You can't
man.
have it both ways.
You can't
This is what
do
I'm trying to
it.
say.
You can't.
Y'all say he shoots
Listen,
too much. and then when he
let me
don't
explain
shoot, it's a problem.
something. Let me explain something. And even Javon, listen to this. The veterans in the league sees this. They see this. Nobody ain't gonna want to play with the Nets, man.
Because of Cam Thomas?
No, yeah, because of the way you treat vets. And then when you hear the stories that other vets say, this is exactly why you're not going to get nothing.
Cam is 23 years old. Let's remember,
No, listen,
I would call
I'm
him technically
talking
a
about
vet.
the vets in the NBA. I'm not going to, if I was a vet in the NBA, I don't want to play with a team that's not organized and functional towards their vets.
And can I say this real quick?
Well, that's a
Scott?
Sean Marks problem.
That's
say
a
this real
net
quick?
problem.
Can I say
That's
this
a
real
Brooklyn
quick?
Nets problem.
Who's in charge of the Nets? Joe and Sean Marks.
But
If
But I'm
anybody's had
saying
a
that
problem
think
with
we
about it,
fans.
right?
it's them.
We fans of the NBA.
think-
We fans of this team. I don't want that shit to go on.
Look, think about it this way, right, y'all? If you really think about what KD said
Yeah, I know.
after the game in Houston, right?
Yep.
You know that was a slight towards Sean Marks.
Of
It
course
wasn't a
it
slight
was.
towards nobody else. He
Yeah.
don't like Sean Marks.
He don't like
really
the
don't.
Nets the way they organize, the way the
Yeah,
team
well,
is
'cause
being
he- well,
run.
remember,
Kevin
he
Durant
wanted
likes
Sean
Cam
Marks
Thomas so
fired.
much.
I
If
heard
KD
exactly
wanted-
what he said.
He wanted
Wait, if
no.
Cam-
He wanted Sean Marks fired. Remember that. People forget that. He
I also
wanted
heard him
Sean
praise
Marks
Cam
fired. That
Thomas.
didn't stop.
I also heard him praise Cam Thomas. If you think Cam's still a star, Katie, why not trade for him? Why not give us our 2027 swap bag if Cam is the
But
guy?
But
you
see,
think
that's
he
being
is?
arrogant when you say that. You being
That's what it's
arrogant
like.
when
No,
you say
Kevin
that.
Durant's being arrogant because he's believing in something that doesn't exist. Not everybody sees Cam as a young star anymore. He's a six man, but Katie's like, oh, this guy needs to be built around because he's got all his potential. It's like, kid's not even motivated to play for us unless he thinks he's getting traded.
But John,
So
think about it
trade
this
for him,
way.
Katie.
Listen to the quote. Listen to the quote that he said about Cam Thomas, right? He said, hopefully a GM see the potential in him and build around him. So he's taking a shot at Sean Marks because he don't like Sean Marks.
Yeah, we all know that, but Jamal, who's going to build around Cam Thomas in the league? Name me a team.
We're not saying build. Nobody asked to build around
Kevin Durant's
him.
bluffing. That Kevin Durant's lying to everybody.
You heard
No, nobody
saying.
asked to build around him, though. I'm not asking that.
Well, Cam thought he was worth $40 million to be built around.
Come on. He didn't ask for $40 million.
That's what was reported. It was 30,
Yeah,
40.
okay. You believe everything that's reported in the news?
So
I
John,
believe Cam values
You believe everything
himself.
these scouts say? You believe everything that...
Wait. Based on how bad Sean Marks has handled the last 10 years, we're not surprised Cam placed a high value of himself. Because look at all the crazy contracts this guy's giving out to Claxton, Johnson, Allen
That's
Crabbe,
why I said, do
Joe
you believe
Harris.
everything? Do you believe everything that's being said?
I believe Cam Thomas thought Sean Marks had no options, that he would overpay Cam like everybody else, and Sean stopped the bill with him, which honestly at this point, it seems like it was a smart for both sides, because both sides don't want to work together. There you go.
I don't believe the narrative.
Scott, how can
I don't
Cam
believe the
Thomas,
narrative.
how can Cam Thomas continue on this team past next Thursday when he signed a one-year qualifying offer?
I just don't believe the narrative. I just don't.
What's the narrative,
Cam
Scott?
had no choice because he wanted a long-term contract, which everybody keeps saying it's about money. He wanted some years with the Nets. He want to stay.
That was the thing. At his price. And they didn't meet his price at all.
If he don't meet that price somewhere else, he want to bet on himself. That's up to him. That doesn't mean that just because he bet on himself, you treat him like a piece of shit, like everybody in the media does.
And they let him get fed to the world.
And
Did Johnny Joe come out and defend him one time? No.
No, and then you want to treat him like a piece of shit and have shit on the court. This is the sad part. You're not even a winning organization at this point.
And you wonder why we're in the Giannis sweepstakes, ironically.
We're not. Giannis ain't even thinking about Brooklyn.
You sure?
I wouldn't. I bet you he won't come here. How much you want to make a bet?
Not right now, because how this
No, of course not, because you're a piece of shit organization right now. You treat your players fucked up. That's the truth.
Then Sean is the truth. If that's the case.
You drafted a bunch of players, a couple of them. Egor is the only one that's worthy right now. I give Danny Wolf a chance and Nolan a chance.
That's very fair. This is the first time we've actually had developmental talent to work with in 10 years.
Developmental talent can last you centuries.
Listen. Right now, Drake Powell's starting to look like the new Jalen Wilson.
He's not Jalen Wilson. Listen, Powell dunked tonight. Powell has the tools. It's just him and Jordy. There's a disconnection right now on what the roles are exactly.
And then you want to blame Jordy for it. You want to blame Jordy for it.
He's going to find his way right
on
that bench.
Hey, listen, Jordy played a part in that. He benched the kid after 8 minutes. If you want to hurt the kid's confidence, that's on you, Jordy.
Oh, if I deal you a deck of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you playing poker, you got a straight, right? And then I take your straight and give you 1, 3, 7, 9, and a king. You think you happy?
Scott,
that's just what Jordy got from Sean. He dealt him a deck of cards that he has to piecemeal together. First of all, you drafted 5 players. You changed the whole team. You changed the whole team with that. And you didn't even give me a veteran guard to teach these guys.
We have a lottery pick. That's a big
okay, yeah. So then we're gonna be in purgatory for the next 7 years with some bull crap.
Scott, we're trying to
and hoping for what?
right now.
Giannis to go, oh, you know what? I want to go over here.
Scott, at the end of the day, no matter what happens with this upcoming lottery, the Nets will go star hunting again. That's just who we are. It's something I thought we could get away from, but basing out last year's semi-tank, not tank win, and this year finally doing it, this organization clears their eyes still on stars. Like, these young guys could be good soldiers. MPJ could be a temporary second or third guy. Then it's like, who's that franchise guy going to be? If it's in the draft, that's great. You have 4 years, so you have to pay the guy. If you get the star in the draft and go after a superstar guy, I think that's where this front office has their eyes on, because that's the only way to beat this new CBA. If you could hit in the draft on a franchise guy, go get a franchise guy right now. You don't have to pay both guys right now. You're paying the guy that's already established. That's how you beat this system. That's how I think Sean and Joe are approaching this.
I agree. You have to draft it.
Why else we connected to Giannis? Even though we're probably not going to get Giannis, they do want to get Giannis. It's just right now.
But it's not going to happen.
Make sense right now.
It ain't going to happen with Sean. I ain't going to lie. It ain't going to happen.
No, listen, Sean has to go. If his contract runs out this summer before we draft a potential franchise guy, that's a great case scenario, because we need a new, fresh set of eyes, a GM with a plan, a GM that actually has good relationships. This is the one thing you made a lot of sense on, Scott. Sean Marks has not had good relationships with the talent the last few years. D'Lo, he loved the kid, so the kid hated him when he traded him for Kevin Durant. Spencer Dinwiddie, the guy talked a lot of crap about him. Kevin Durant, Kyrie James, all their relationships went to hell. Same thing with Mikal. Sean thought this guy would help get a star. Mikal's like, I want to go somewhere else. Basically forced it. And then now you have the Cam Thomas situation. That's over 5 or 6 relationships that have gone bad under the Sean Marks regime. And Sean's one at the end of the day who has to bear a lot of responsibility for that, for not having these guys invested in what his vision is.
Yes, his relationship with players is terrible who have skill level. It's like he wants to be with players that he can manipulate and tell what to do and what not to do.
But he's not even a good manipulator. Like, we've seen Sean Marks. This guy does more, of trying to please everybody than he actually does with a vision of how we're going to build something real. And I get why Sean does that, to protect his image. So everybody's like, no matter what happens, oh, Sean took care of me. He paid me. He traded me where I wanted to go. Nothing but good stuff about Brooklyn. That's not a good GM. That's a guy that's just trying to stay relevant and survive. It is a miracle that a GM with one playoff win in 10 years still has employment. Tell me where the sport right now where there's a GM who's been in charge for 10 years and has those type of results. You're not going to find much of any.
Meanwhile, the Barclays Center is selling out.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the Barclays Center is selling out.
And we're covering Brooklyn content. Could you imagine we're producing some of our best content in this type of situation right now?
Yep.
Like, we play a part in it too, but it's because we want Brooklyn to succeed. Now, Sean and Joe, do they have the mindset for us to succeed long term? They haven't shown it yet. We have a different roster almost every year, and maybe at one point Cam could have been a part of this, but the front office did so much damage that Cam at this point, I feel, is in the sense of, if he wants out, he should ask out and go somewhere else, because clearly he's not happy. And I want him to be happy as far as just playing good basketball, but right now, the relationship is so fractured that Sean Marks did a lot of damage here. He never valued Cam whatsoever. And at this point, if Cam wants to go elsewhere, give him a team he wants to go to, since you like pleasing everybody. And don't just waive him for nothing at this point. That's what I would say about that. That's the best way to end a bad relationship at this point with Cam Thomas. Yeah. Find him a team he can go to.
Well, he's definitely out the door. So I just don't agree with getting rid of him if you ain't got nobody to replace him with. Not unless you're going to start, you're going to bring off the bench, Powell, as a 6th man off the bench.
I want Powell to keep getting stronger. I think athletically, defensively, and he has a good mid-range shot. I think he has all the tools. It's just assertiveness at this point, which can be fixed. For rookies, that first year, not many are always that assertive. He's had the great spurts, but maybe the second year is when he really takes off. But for right now, his field goal and three-point percentages are respectable. It's just the amount of shots he takes per game are not where they should be at. But that's on Jordy to say, Powell, I'm going to challenge you. Get me at least 8 shot attempts before the second half. If you don't do it, I'm benching the second half. And that we can really see if Powell is taking that aggressiveness to heart because Jordy should be challenging him, not play the kid 8 minutes and, oh, I'm going to bench you the whole second half, teach you a lesson. That's not getting the kid's confidence up. It's getting it down. And I think Jordy needs to take some accountability here because Powell has done everything Jordy's asked of him except be ultra aggressive. But he's done everything else he's asked him to do. So why can't we fix that with him right now?
Oh,
Like
well,
it should be fixable at this point.
what would be beneficial for both parties, especially with Cam Thomas and the rest of the teammates, is the Nets play him, let him get his value up a little bit, and see if they could move him someplace where he would be comfortable with being moved to. That would be the best scenario. That would be the best scenario.
I think it's Houston right now because they don't have a point guard. They have no other type of other scorers besides Kevin Durant. Amon and Sengun have been good. They haven't been great. And then they just lost Steven Adams, their best backup. I wouldn't want to trade Dayron to them unless they actually were willing to give us back our swap, which is essentially just a safety net at this point in case this upcoming draft somehow doesn't go fully our way. So if they wanted to give us a contract we don't want, like a Doe, a Jason Tate in our first for Dayron and Cam, I think that's something both sides should look at because Dayron essentially replaces Steven Adams rebounding, and Cam is another bucket scorer that Kevin Durant admires so much that should be a good deal for both sides. And more importantly, we get control of our future back where we don't have to force ourselves to be a mishmash fake contender next season for nothing. Like we would actually have control and really get to evaluate if this summer is the best time to fully go back into trying to be a contending team. At least I'd rather have my pick back to decide that fate, as opposed to right now where we might have to be forced to do something crazy this summer, which may not work as well in our favor.
Yeah.
Like that's something we should do with Houston because they need an upgrade right now. Not having their best backup center and not having a legit point guard is made them rely on Kevin Durant even more than they should. And the guy is 38, mind you. So Cam and Dayron are fresh legs that they need, and our pick is something we need control back of. So that's something I would hope would at least get addressed in a trade discussion next few days because I don't see another team that would really want Cam besides Houston because Kevin Durant's the only one that has seriously vouched for Cam still at this point.
It seems like to me, and I'm being honest, this is being honest now, that there's this battle between ownership and players where this player is not by far a number one on a team. I'm not saying that. But an elite scorer and can be a great sixth man coming off the bench. Being shunned and being pushed around because he wants control of his future. Just like it's just the same thing when you're doing with your job. It's the same thing. It's like they don't like unions. They don't like when players have options. Not unless, of course, the NBA is pushing you as a superstar and you bringing mad tickets in. That's the only time you get to shine the way you do. We have a tendency as fans of the game to look at it from a fan perspective. And yes, there's egos in the locker room and stuff like that, but are we looking at it from an entertainment standpoint?
There's nothing There's nothing entertaining about discombobulation.
No, I'm talking about, well, it is for when your stadium sells out. It's entertainment then.
I mean, if you want to sell stuff like that, it's
right. It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
But for us, we want to be a legit team. We don't just want to be everybody's parody. And that's
well, then start treating the players that can get you buckets like nothing.
Yeah, right.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's what they need. Organizations like, say, for instance, Boston, teams that win a lot of titles do whatever it takes to get people in. They do what it takes. Now, yes, sometimes it be like, you mid, you only got. But look up on the rafters. How many championships they got?
No, it's listen, at the end of the day, we do need structure. We do need a team that is going to be here for at least more than 3 years. I just think right now with the front office, their playbook hasn't changed. The reason why they pay Cam Thomas is the same reason why they drafted 5 rookies that don't have to be paid until the fourth year. These next 3 years, they're holding up all this extra cap space because they are going to go star hunting. I'm telling you, before what's the year they're going to get paid? These rookies, let's see, 26, 27, 2029. Before 2029, I guarantee you. Well, I don't want to say guarantee, but hypothetically, I guarantee you that there will be a star on this team of some sort, and it's going to be right around the time these rookies got to get paid. And if these rookies can show they could play with a said star, then that's when you're going to find out if Sean's going to pay these guys or some of these guys might get traded for said star. So I think these next 3 years are critical for the Nets in building some type of structure, building a winning structure, and it likely will involve the Nets reaching out to get a star to pair with the rookies we drafted this year and hopefully a young franchise star don't have to be paid till at least 2000, I think 29 or 30. So I think that's what the template is in Sean and Joe's minds. They're thinking about the money numbers, and they don't want to give big money numbers to guys that aren't full-fledged franchise guys.
Look who the NBA post when they post highlights. Who did they post?
Cam Thomas.
Why do you think they post Cam Thomas?
Because he had a 20-point performance.
And
No,
what
'cause
else?
he's a fan favorite.
Why? What else? What other reason why they would post him is because he has notoriety around the league.
Yep, he a fan favorite.
Listen, he has a great fan base of people, and he's got
Sean got to
respect.
do better. Sean got to do better.
Listen.
This filling seats is not balling. It's
It
not
took
balling.
4 years for Cam to get one piece of merch.
Listen,
on.
I
That
don't
right there should
care.
have told
I
people that
don't-
this relationship
I
wasn't
don't
going to
care.
last.
I don't care. Just get.
Okay,
Just.
John, I got a better scenario for you, right? Listen to this, right, Scott?
Yeah.
So, you know, me and you talk about how much this team looked like an international team, right?
Right. That's it. Done on
Listen.
purpose.
All right, now let's put this to the test, right? Now, you see how we talking about Cam Thomas, and we saying that he don't fit this culture, basically what he's building, right? So, what if he went and got Kareem Lopez because he fits that international type of look? How would you
That'd be
feel about that, John?
that'd be disgusting, especially if we have a top 5 pick. If I'm gonna reach on anybody with top 5, it would be Nate Ament because he's 6'11". If I reach on a guy that's like a B- wing, I know he's playing well lately internationally, but making him your 5th pick as a lottery, it's dangerous.
But that's the whole
It's
thing. What if
dangerous to
he's
do something
not?
like that.
But what if he's not worried about the talent? He's worried about building an international team that represents a certain thing.
Then that goes back to Leafs' whole mantra of this team organization that just wants to sell tickets, never get to actually win a championship. If that's the case, then what are we doing? Us
So
content creators are
it
trying
make it
to
seem
spread the
it
word to
makes it
build
seem
something real in Brooklyn, not
exactly.
to just fill empty seats with ticket sales.
It
That's
starts
not
to
what
make
I'm
it
in
look
this
like
for.
it starts to make it look like you don't care about the talent then. And that's why it comes across with a Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas been on your team since his rookie year, and you have not invested in him.
I genuinely feel like Kevin Durant had a large part in drafting Cam Thomas because
You
I've never
keep
seen a
trying to
GM.
blame it on the
No,
players,
no, no, no.
but
I've
that's
never seen.
not.
Wait, Scott.
That's
I've
that's the
never
not.
whole
seen it.
thing.
Wait, Scott. Let me just say, I've never seen a GM who looked so happy on the draft clip to get this score. When we had 3 of the greatest scorers in the NBA at the time, but 4 years later, never once have I seen Sean Marks on a simple clip say, "I see Cam Thomas as a valuable asset of our future." Never once has he ever said that. Why? Because he had nothing to do with getting him.
But
It was a
but
Kevin
that's the
Durant
whole
move.
thing, John. It doesn't matter how he got here or not. If you have a talent, that's a talent. Do it matter if how the person got here?
It really
You gotta
doesn't.
invest in that talent.
And they haven't.
You gotta
Why?
put your
Because it was
ego to the
never his
side.
move.
Yeah, but you can't degrade your talent because you ain't have no horse in the race for that talent. Listen, a lot of GMs get drafted to I mean not drafted, get hired to teams where they already have talent on the team. What you gonna do? Start trading all the talent because you ain't picked them?
Again, Sean and Joe, I just think never valued Cam. And Joe, the owner, like, has he ever been interviewed by Cam Thomas? Has he ever once said anything positive about Cam Thomas?
Joe said, Joe at one point, Joe said that Cam Thomas was his favorite player on the team.
Wow, I don't even know if that's real, because if that's the
What
case, then these
what you
contract
call it
negotiations
said
came out
that?
a lot differently. Because if the owner had said something like that, then this should have been a respectful offer. They went as high as 14 to 15 mil. No high, no less than that. Oh, actually, they did. They wanted Cam to take the 9 mil qualifying offer, give up his trade rights, and maybe make an additional $2 million.
Now they could have
That
easily
that was a
put
deal that probably sent
they
Cam over the edge.
You know who said that? Jerry. Jerry said that on Twitter. The
Oh,
one
my
that
friend Jerry, my friend
yeah, he
Jerry,
said
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah, he said that years ago, like maybe a year or two ago, that Joe Starr said that CT was his favorite player on the Nets.
because he's making money. He's selling
Again,
jerseys.
no matter what happens, no matter what happens with Cam's future the next
He's
week, I
selling jerseys.
listen.
So
No matter what happens with Cam's future the next week, I do wish him the best where he goes, because he is a gifted young scorer.
you act
Nobody's
like
going to
he's
take.
gone already.
No, no, no.
I'm
Wait,
trying to
wait,
tell you that he
Scott.
might not be gone.
I know.
Don't get your feelings hurt.
It's not really my feelings, sir. It's also about facing reality. Whereas I don't see us having. But Scott, you
I
gotta remember this
understand where
too.
you're coming from. He might not have no future
Scott.
here. I get it. I
Out
get
of
what you're
all,
saying. I
out of
get what you're
everybody who's ever
saying.
signed a qualifying offer, only one person has ever
Ever.
signed and stayed with the same team.
I understand that, but I'm not saying that he's going to be with us next year. I didn't say that. All I said is, why are you getting rid of him for nothing? In that case, you just might as well let him rock out this season, because you are accomplishing what you want. You a bottom 5 team. You accomplishing what you want.
But
Clearly, the
I do
NBA
have a question.
clearly the NBA still finds value in Cam Thomas. His face is on the highlights, and he's not the number 1 scorer on the team.
Yeah, and my thing
Yegor
is,
was. Why didn't
if
put
Sean,
Yegor's
if
face
Sean,
here?
yeah, if
Sure.
Sean didn't want him,
Yeah,
but
but
if Sean
why?
didn't want him back, if Sean didn't want him back, he had options to do it before the season started.
Yeah,
He did have options.
he had options. Of course he did. He just wanted
He brought him back.
their thing is they don't want to give no money because they want to have flexibility to get a superstar. But
That's all it is.
But the question is this. The question is this. What make you think that if I was Giannis and I see what you do to other players, that I want to come there?
Well, first off, Giannis wants full control, and you see what Giannis did with the Bucks when he
Control
said,
of
"Get
what?
me
From scratch?
when they got when they got eliminated a few years ago, Giannis is like, "Get me a star player," and they're like, "Okay, Drew Holiday, bye." I think Giannis was, accepting of the move. I don't think he liked it. But it's like, oh, I get a secondary star. Okay, Giannis knows what it's like to change pieces of a roster.
Yeah.
Now, look how bad that roster is. So if he came to this team, he would probably tell Sean Marks, "These are the list of secondary stars I want. Get one of them. I'll help the rookies as best
And
I
what if
can." But
Sean
they got to
said no? And what if Sean say no?
Because I'm about
Sean
to say,
saying no to Giannis, then he should
Why
get
not?
out of his
He
job.
said no. He said no to Durant, and
Yeah.
you was 1 game from the finals in the East. So what are you talking about?
Cause to me it don't make sense. If you didn't want to keep Kyrie and KD because they was requesting it a lot, why would you go get Giannis if he does the same thing? You see what he did to the Milwaukee Bucks
I'm
franchise.
telling you, man. What I'm
He
saying
just
to
depleted
you,
it.
What I'm telling you is this: you cannot get talent. You cannot get superstars on this team if you're not treating your players right, man. They don't want to be in an organization.
Scott, I agree with you a million
That's
percent.
dysfunctional. It's like me going to a job and I know I'm getting cursed at every day. I'm sorry.
Scott, I agree with you a million percent. The only way we can change this is if Sean's contract runs out this summer as soon as the season's over and Joe decides to hire somebody new, or else, or Sean has to get promoted. If Sean gets promoted, you have to hire somebody new.
Or Sean, or John, or the owner doesn't care, and the tickets are still selling, and the stadium is selling.
If Sean is still here by next summer and Joe gives him a new contract, then don't be surprised if a star is going to be on this team, let's say by next year's deadline or something like that, because that's what they're going to do. I know their playbook. I've seen it for 10 years. It hasn't changed one bit because you're still leading the offense to MPJ and Terrence Mann. Like these rookies have to fight every day just to be a part of this. So what happened tonight was huge for development. It's like we could see more stuff like this throughout the season, but you could tell at the end of the day, established talent is who they hold higher above than developing young talent the right way. And these rookies right now, the mantra is sink or swim. Jaeger's right now swimming. Nolan is now swimming. Wolf is still swimming. So it's like that's good, but it's like it could be greater if there was more trust with them. But you can see the dynamics of how Sean and Joe run things. They want you guys to be supporting characters, but they always want that main guy from somewhere else. And that's just the way that they're running the ship if things don't change.
Yeah.
And we just have to accept it at that point. I don't like it. I'd rather Sean be fired and we have somebody new that actually can build a real winning roster. That would be great. But say it doesn't change. Then you know what's going to happen after that. And we just have to do our best to figure it out at that point, how it could work.
Yeah. My key is, and that's the whole purpose of me having a voice on YouTube, is to mention this.
It's good that you
just put it out there. Put it out there
it.
because I'm gonna hold Sean to it. Now, some people like Sean. I get it. He has made moves that was, he got Katie and Kyrie, and it was exciting. It was good for Brooklyn. It was good. It was just so happened. It was just so happened some hot stuff happened with Kyrie, and it ain't all Kyrie's fault. And that's why I have a certain feeling towards the media, because I know how they are. There are a lot of people that have an agenda that's not in favor of us winning, who claim they are with us.
Right.
You're gonna get that. You're gonna get that regardless. That's okay. You just call it out and keep it pushing. I get it. All I'm saying is we don't know what was said to Cam Thomas between the GM and the coach. We don't know what was said. We really don't. And if I was a coach, I wouldn't let my locker room be some kind of media storm where we talk about what it is and we don't know. We just go by what we see on the court. Clearly Cam is playing a different game than he used to. Clearly he's passing the ball more. That's what they want him to do.
I'll tell you this.
That's what Jordy want him to do. He want to show the rookies and put them in a spot where they know, like Nolan, like I said, when him and Nolan is on the court, Nolan be wide open missing threes. Now he know what to tell Nolan. Jordy know exactly what's wrong.
I will say this week's deadline plans for Brooklyn will tell me exactly where Sean and Joe's mindsets are going to next summer. If they don't make crazy trades, let's say MPJ's still here, Claxton's still here, those guys are trade chips to potentially go after a big fish this summer. If that's the case, I could see why they're doing that. But if they do trade some of these vets, push the rookies even more, collect more assets, then it's kind of like the lottery pick is huge. We'll see where we are by the summer. Maybe we'll get some vets and we'll try to be a competitive team. But if you keep MPJ Claxton, in my mindset, it's like they have a star in mind. They're probably going to go get said star. And at that point, hopefully it's somebody that wants to stick around, somebody that actually wants Brooklyn to be a hub to win that first ever loser title. Not just, this is a fun 1-2 year vacation, and when it's time for me to bounce, I'm outies. That cannot happen anymore. We need Brooklyn to be a respectful organization that everybody can be proud to be part of it. If you go after the star the whole time, this has to work this time.
But
there's no excuses.
I always say it starts from the top. Every great organization, it starts from the top.
Right.
It starts from the
totally
top.
Agree with you.
And the blame goes straight there. You want to say players, he missed a shot. I don't blame Nolan for missing shots. He probably was never a great shooter anyway in the EuroLeague. I'm just saying. He wasn't, he ain't not comfortable. He's, he need to get comfortable. The game is different. Yeah, we know the game is fast, but he's already fast. Missing shots you can work on. I get it. But also that locker room is very important. And the way they treat Cam Thomas, players are looking. Don't think they not. And that's why I don't want the media to sit here and say it's Cam Thomas. No, it's the organization too. It ain't just one-sided. It's two-sided to this thing. It's always two sides to the story. Always is. I don't know why people think it's not. I don't get that part. I don't get it. Yes, they don't want to pay him. I get why they don't want to pay him, because they want to keep their money open. Like Giannis want to come here. For what?
It's the blame game, Scott.
Yeah, what motivation Giannis have to come to Brooklyn? That's the question I asked. I asked the panel that. I asked the people in the chat, why would you think Giannis would want to come to Brooklyn? Not now. Not now.
But it's like, what is here for him?
Yeah, what is
really here for him?
Yeah, because you're not playing to win right now, of course, because you're trying to tank, which is acceptable, and then you want to base it on a rookie. And you treated your last stars like shit. What do you think is going to happen? And you drafted players for an international team, which he's an international player. Don't get me wrong. He's from overseas. I get it. But he's saying, y'all not trying to win. You're trying to fill seats.
Clearly.
You're trying to fill seats.
Like, what am I here for?
Yeah, I got money. I'm making money. You got to pay me regardless. Just like we had homeboy from Philadelphia with the back injury. He came here and he ain't had nothing to play for. You was going to give me my $40 million. I don't want to draft no superstar. Nobody wants to come here if you ain't got your shit together.
Yep.
I'm the type of person that will tell you the truth. I'm just tell you as a fan. I'm a fan of the Nets. Listen. I like some of our draft picks, but not all of them. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. And I don't like the way we talk about our vets, even though they're young. Yeah, they vets. They still vets on the team. And I don't like the media, man, downplaying it. Oh, we just looking to the future. Yeah, our future is going to be 7 to 8 years. We're going to take a long time to get, not unless you luck up and get a dominant superstar out of the draft.
But you're 100% right, because it's like we shit on the people that
be here.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like people that we traded for. This is homegrown talent. We showing love to more love to MPJ than we are to our own draftees.
Yeah, down under. You're right, though. Our rookies are looking good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay our rookies. I'm not trying to, because, listen, I follow them. Egor looks great. Nolan has great potential. Danny Wolf, I like. The only one is Saraf that is kind of like, I don't know where it's going. He need to be in the G League a little longer. I understand. I'm not trying to be disunderstandable or dysfunctional towards our team. This is our team. I want to win. But what I'm saying is, when talent is there, you got to take it. You might not be able to wield it. Sean might not be able to deal with the media. I don't know what it is, but you got to get it. You got to get it right. You got to get it right. You ever heard of the word put your 10 toes down? He ain't need to put his 10 toes down on the function of the team and how it's being perceived. That's his job. I mean, that's what you got. Everybody underneath you is, that's your job. You can sometimes come out and say, listen, Cam is on the team. He's our team. He's one of our players. What are you talking about? You need to do that in order to let people know that you back your players, man. Yeah, Nolan is nice. I ain't going to lie to you, down under. I think Nolan got great potential. Great potential. I love Nolan. I love his game, man. I love his game. I really do. I think it's going to be, if he can just hit that open shot. If he hit that open shot, he's going to kill him because then they have to play up on him. And I know he can beat anybody in the NBA. That first step is lightning. I know that for a fact. So, yeah, it's just, and you can work on your shooting. You can work on your shooting. It ain't like it. All I'm saying is, like, when I listen to people talk about Cam Thomas, and the reason why I stay on it is because it's Sean's responsibility in as far as the perception of the team to keep it like, yo, this is a team. Now, we know Cam is, he's quiet and stuff like that, We know that. We know he's quiet. All I'm saying is, don't let them rag him out like that. Speak up for your man. Even though you might want to part ways with him, speak up for him anyway. That means a lot. That means a lot to players. And other players know. They be looking. It's only 400 and something NBA players. They talk. They talk like women. They be talking. They talk. They talk. Trust me. They be sitting back on, yo, man, they full of shit here. Just like you talk when you work UPS and I work at post office. Something like that. They be talking, yo, man, they be killing us here. They talk. I don't think adding weight to Nolan is the key. I think it's just his shooting. His shooting and him getting used to the physicality of the game. Well, he played overseas. He was physical there too. They physical overseas. So he should know. You just gotta get your shooting gotta get right there. A midi and a jumper or outside shot. Because if you wide open, it's basically a set shot. Come on, man. You ain't even got to jump. If you open, that's the part that get me, is you don't even have to jump. If you wide open, it's just a quick release.
Yo, my fault, Scott.
No problem. That's what Egor do. Egor has a quick release. If you ever notice, he released the ball quick. But he set up. He said his footwork is good in his shot. Mm-hmm. Maybe he set up before the ball hit his hand. His foot. He don't even have to move his feet.
Listen, he got the right mechanics.
Yeah. No, Egor could shoot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I looked at his feet before the ball caught him. His footwork is in position to shoot.
And remember, I don't know if you remember on Breezy's stream when I was saying, listen, Egor gonna be okay.
Yeah, no, Egor's gonna be good.
He's gonna be okay. He's not gonna be bad. He's gonna be a great player.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be a great. Yeah, no, with right players around him and somebody who teams have to gravitate to. That's the thing I think he will end up being, is that wing. But I don't know if. See, the thing is, I mean, you can't have it. Some players just don't have it all. I maybe I'm asking too much from Egor to guard a 3 in the NBA. I'm just saying, or a 2, because
he should be able to.
Yeah, he should be able to.
1 through 3.
He should be able to, though.
He should be able to guard some centers. Yeah. At least on some plays.
Well, yeah.
He tall enough.
I don't know if he I don't know. We'll see.
If he get his body up, he should be able to do it.
I don't think adding weight. See, like a lot of people say you need to gain weight.
Yeah.
That's a tricky thing in the NBA.
No, he gotta add muscle. But
right.
Even with
There's a
difference
between weight and strength. A lot of people say weight. I don't know. Some people don't need to gain weight. They just need to be stronger. They need strength, and they need footwork, and they need quickness. They need to work on their quickness and footwork and strength.
But that goes to, okay, I'll give you 2 examples, right? The
the Shaq that was in Orlando versus the Shaq that was in LA.
Right.
Two different Shaqs. The one in Orlando was more agile and
He
more
was
quick.
lighter. He was lighter.
Yeah, he was lighter. He was able to do certain things. The
Yeah, he
one in
was
LA
vicious.
was just diesel
Yeah, he was just
and
big and
powered
diesel.
his way.
But you got to remember, he played with Kobe.
Exactly.
And Kobe people gravitate to Kobe. So and that made it easy for Shaq. He just had the bully ball. You know what I'm saying?
But can you
when he was
imagine
in
if he would've
Orlando,
been
he
that
was
Orlando
quick.
Shaq with Kobe?
Oh, they would have been dynamite. They would have won a couple more titles.
Oh my lord. That one?
They
Oh
would
my
have
lord.
won a couple more
Because
titles.
he was his footwork was crazy.
Yes, he was quick. And he
Yeah.
was quick. He was quick.
And he could dribble the ball up and down the court. He could actually put the ball through his legs.
Yep.
He could have been what these bigs are today. Actually, because I think that Shaq was even shooting.
Yeah. That Shaq was shooting. Yo, listen, Wolf was, and Down Under brought this up. I still have an opinion on Wolf. Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. I still say he has great potential. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't think I don't know. We just have to, you get to a point where you just have to wait and see. There's always that point where you have to wait and see.
Yep.
With Wolf, you have to wait and see. I don't know if he's a 5. I don't know if he's a 4. I know in college he worked with a big. So he wasn't the big in the team, but he's 7 feet. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. But some players like that it's a good thing to have a player like that.
I think he's a 4 though.
Me too. I don't know, but a lot of people say he ain't.
He's not no 5 because I don't think. I think he's more mobile as a 4 than a 5. Like he'll outplay a lot of 5s because of the mobility, But when he gets inside that paint, I don't know if he's gonna be able to bump with them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
The 4s, I think he got more advantage at a 4 because even with the 4s, you're gonna switch on to 5s.
It's the athleticism that I don't know about him. That's what it is.
I don't know. He's starting to surprise me a little bit because he be trying to yam it on certain people. He's sneaky athletic.
Yeah, he's a shooting big. He shoots decent, and I know he's going to get better.
Like I'm watching right now.
Yeah,
I'm watching the game again right now, and he lost the ball and he ran down the court, but he ran down the court quick.
Yeah. No, he has a skill set that's interesting, and I like it. I just don't know where to play it yet. I just don't. I think the team is not complete, and when you see a complete team, then you can see his role because he's so versatile. At that point, he's kind of mobile. He could shoot. He could play. He could play the 5, but he ain't defensively a 5.
I like him with Clax tonight.
I told people that him and Clax need to play together.
Yeah, I like that combination better than him and Noah.
I said that before. I said I like to see him play with a big, even though even Clax ain't really a technical.
Yeah, he ain't no real big, but still, you got the big.
He plays like one though. He's a shot blocker, so you have somebody that can defend. See, that's the thing about Wolf is can he defend above the rim in the NBA?
Yeah.
Because these guys are gonna come flying in if they know you can't block my shot. They're gonna be flying.
I think he can. I think he can help defense. Like if Clax is trying to defend.
Yeah.
I think he could come behind him and help. But as far as being the primary one, no, I don't know.
I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. And his offense is unique. which makes it kind of like, okay, I wouldn't even put a center on him. I'll put a 3. I'll put a wing on him. I don't need a center on him or a big man. I wouldn't need a 4, a traditional 4 on him.
Yeah.
To keep him from scoring. I just need, you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
Because if you kind of compare the 4s and the 5s that's out right now.
Yeah, Nas Reed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
down under. He said Nas Reed. That's right. There you go. There you go. That's what he remind me of. That's a good one down under.
Because he could put it on the floor.
Right. You right, Nas. It may be even a little better than Nas because Danny got some handles.
Yeah.
Danny got handle. Danny got handle. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, Nas Reed. That's what he remind me of. Sure enough, I didn't think of that one. What you were saying, Jamal?
No, I'm just saying, like, when you compare the 5s and the 4s right now, like, it's not that many that could do what he's doing, like, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot that could, and the same thing goes for Klutz. A lot of these centers can't put it on the floor and move and bring it up the floor like Klutz does.
Right.
Like, I was listening to the stream the other night with y'all and Breezy, and y'all was talking about the whole. They made it an issue because Klutz had 9 assists or 6 assists off of MPJ.
Right.
And I'm like, y'all mad at him for passing the ball to MPJ, and MPJ is the only one scoring. If Klutz would get assists from anybody if they scored, if Claxton passed the ball to everybody, they just don't score.
They just don't hit it.
Yeah, y'all mad at him because he's getting assists off of the only dude that's hitting the shot.
Yeah.
They'll talk about, oh, he can't do that without MPJ. Yeah, he can, but it got to be up to the other players to hit the shot.
Yeah.
Same thing with CT. CT is passing the ball. Who's hitting these shots?
I don't know. Like I said, I saw it today. CT passed 3 passes to
Ben
Nolan.
Saraf. And I saw Ben Saraf also.
Yeah, and they all hit side of the rim. I mean,
Ben Saraf hit the backboard.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm an NBA player, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If I made it to the NBA, I wouldn't go to sleep until I hit 20 shots in a row every night consistently. I would be shooting just to be shooting every time until my shot is just. I know I'm just talking, but what I'm saying is, you know that it's you. You know you missed the open shot. Gym. You know it's you. You know it's you. You know that. You sitting back going, damn. He gave me a wide open shot. You know what I'm saying?
Like that?
I'm missing like this. You got to be saying that to yourself as a player.
They said like Kobe used to do. Kobe used to stay after games and shoot shots.
Yeah. No, listen, I'm telling you, listen, it's just dedication. It takes dedication. That's all. You got to be dedicated to it. You can't go, okay, now I want to play video games. You know, like that.
You got to get your mechanics right.
Right. Like what's his name? Ben Simmons did.
Yeah. Because you know what it is? Ben Simmons
went home and played Call of Duty.
But you know what it is? Ben Simmons was one of those dudes. Okay, you know how they say
he was good with the money.
But you know how they say hard work beats talent?
Right.
Ben Simmons was one of those dudes that was just talented.
Yeah.
He didn't have to put in the hard work for it.
He didn't.
So
and that's why he could never develop a shot.
Exactly. He depended on his talent too much, and it didn't work.
Right.
He thought that was going to save him. Listen, LeBron was talented, but LeBron still worked at his craft.
It's a prime example. Prime example.
Just depend on his talent.
I think Egor can be that way. Be honest with you. I think Egor has that mentality. I hope he do.
Outlast a lot of players.
Yes, I hope he do. I hope he do. I really do. I'm hoping out of this whole draft for us, this past draft, that Egor might be that coal that turns into diamond. I'm kid you not. If his mentality is what I think it is, he can do it. He can do it.
Down on, you see what Down Under said? I'm gonna tell you
But
something that people gonna chastise me about,
oh
right?
yeah, he is the most underrated.
But I'm gonna tell you something that people gonna chastise me about because I don't know. Do you remember me telling you that somebody said that Dayron Sharp could be a top 50 player in this league today?
Yeah, yeah. I remember
Looking at
somebody
him,
saying something.
yeah, looking at him, I'm not gonna lie to you, Scott. He's he. You know who Dayron reminds me of a little bit? He
Oh,
reminds me of Jalen Duran off
oh,
of
okay.
Detroit. What he
Detroit,
could
yeah.
turn into, what he could turn into
What? Yeah,
if he actually put it all together.
yeah. Because he got the
He got the frame.
he's a presence under the basket.
Yeah, he
Let's
got
just
the
put it that
frame.
way.
He got the frame. He could be
Yeah,
if Dayron put if I guarantee you if this summer if Dayron go to the gym and put on more muscle, that boy is gonna
yeah.
be a problem.
Yes, he would be. Yes, he would be.
That boy will be a
He would
problem.
be a problem.
I'm looking at him right now and I'm saying to myself, that boy, if he goes in a gym and change his body to something of a Shaq or similar to Jalen Duran or
Yeah.
Dwight Howard, how Dwight used to look, that boy will be a problem.
He said he reminds him of Drummond,
Drummond,
a young Drummond, of course. Yeah,
yeah. But if
yeah,
he could put it together, because he could score, he could shoot too.
yeah. He can. Listen,
Dayron could shoot. He got an inside presence.
Dayron is going to be a special player if he just put it together, though.
Yeah.
Like you said, he need the right trainer. He needs
Mm-hmm.
somebody to train him to where he can get some quickness with his weight and with his
Mm-hmm.
strength. He'd be a problem in the
Oh
paint.
my lord. Cause I'm
He'd be a
looking at it and I'm
problem.
like, Dayron got something.
Yeah, he got
Dayron got
something.
something.
I don't
I
think we
know
should
his
get rid
hands
of
is
Dayron. Be honest
I know
with you.
yeah. I know look, you know what he gotta do? He gotta train in the off season with like tennis balls and stuff. Like catching them. So that
Yeah,
way
yeah.
he don't lose the ball when he
Yeah,
gets in the
because
game.
his handwork. He's a little slippery butterfinger. He might have a
Exactly.
small hand though.
Yeah.
See, like not all players have all attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jordan had fucking hands. He can palm a ball. He can
Yeah.
palm a basketball. His hands, his fingers were mad long.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Word. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dayron might have baby hands.
Yeah.
Like I look at Danny Wolf, and Danny Wolf got short arms.
Mm-hmm.
His torso is long. Yo, those are
Yeah.
things I look at when I look at players.
Cause you comparing and contraction.
Right? Yeah. It's just the attributes that you can, that you physically have that can manifest itself in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got small hands, that means you can't palm the ball.
Yeah.
That means that makes a big difference under the rim. The thing that
Mm-hmm.
Dayron has is he got wide shoulders.
And that's why I say he got that Dwight Howard frame.
Right. Yeah. So if he put muscle on, he can dominate you with his body.
Yes.
He just has to stand there and just push.
That's it.
He move
And
his leg and you move.
You think he get rebounds now?
Yeah,
Imagine
he'll be
if
killing. He'll be killing. I think sometimes he gets winded. Like, he need to work on his conditioning,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But he said he worked on it this summer. He is a little faster. He runs down the court a little quicker. So, it's just knowing when to turn it on and when not to. You can take breaks while you're on the floor, while the offense is running because you're just getting a rebound. So you just position yourself. So this way you don't have to kind of like be moving too much. You know what I'm saying? So he just got to learn. There's a learning curve to this game, man.
Yeah.
And,
and not to mention Sharp. It's not like Sharp is a slouch either.
No,
In
I'm
high
not saying
school,
that.
I'm saying like in high school, he was like on
A
one of
man
the top
child.
teams in high school.
Yeah, no, he was a man
Like
child.
he was a problem in high
yeah,
school. Like
yeah.
like
Yeah.
so that whole team because I think he has Scotty Barnes on his team, if I'm not mistaken. he had a lot of. I think Cade was on his team.
Yep. Yep. Down
Yeah,
under
he's
you
not
right.
coming. He's not a slouch at all.
Get that cardio up and
Hmm.
start lifting a little more weights around. To gain strength,
Yeah,
build muscle. Don't be
he need
don't put too much muscle because
nah, just
sometimes
enough.
muscle can defeat your movement.
Hmm.
You don't want to
Just
build
enough.
everything, just enough. You need to really get a good trainer, somebody
Yeah,
who's gonna condition you right.
he need to. You know what he need to do, Scott? He need to go drag them tires from like them tractors and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Then get stretching exercises, stretch
Hmm.
your muscles,
Go
so
do
that you can
yoga.
keep your flexibility because those are things that centers need, man. You
Hmm.
need that. You need that
Go, cause that's what
flexibility.
Kareem used to do. He used to do
Yep,
yoga and karate.
yep. You see, what you call him at San Antonio Spurs, he do his yoga and stuff. Got to.
Hmm.
They need to work on that too.
Hmm.
So those are things that you need to work on, man. I think the future is good. It's just a matter of where Sean do the right thing. Just do the right
Hmm.
thing, Sean, please. Cause Brooklyn don't deserve, as a fan, I'm a fan. And I don't think none of even our other fans, none of us deserve to have a losing team.
Hmm.
And I don't care about, all right, I want to win a title, but I just want effort. If you can get to the Eastern Conference Finals, I ain't saying that's my end game. All I'm saying is put a winning combination out there, man. Put a
Yep.
winning team out there. Because
Hmm.
winning the title takes luck.
Yeah.
It's some luck involved because just getting there is you lucky.
Yep.
Yeah, but you got to be talented to get there.
Hmm.
To
Yo,
even
what's
be
good, Ribby? What's
mentioned.
good, King Ribby?
Yeah, what's up, King Ribby? What's up?
Salute to you.
Salute. You know,
Hmm.
just put good talent out there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because it just seemed to me like that was a stretch when you got Saraf. That was a stretch.
Yeah,
That
that
was a
was a pick
stretch,
that
man.
you could have used for something else.
Yeah, you could have got just another big and even sent him to the G League
Hmm.
if you ain't got no space. You know what I'm saying? Let them
Hmm.
get big enough to where they,
Yeah.
till you bring them up and shit. And it would be
Hmm.
trade bait because, teams like athletic bigs. You could have used that to get your superstar.
Or he could have just put that back in. He could have just sent that to somebody else and got a draft for this year,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
pick for
yeah.
this year.
A
Yeah.
whole lot of things you could have did. You
Hmm.
got to get the talent. You stretching when you got Saraf to me. That's
Yeah.
my opinion, though. I could be wrong. Saraf could come out next game and drop 40, but I know you not as fans. We all saying to ourselves, he's not going to drop 40. I don't. He
I'll
ain't
be
gonna.
surprised if he does, but if he
I'd
does,
be
it is what it
surprised if he
is.
dropped 10 right now. His game looked terrible today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Missing whole
Yeah.
rim. He missed a rim. How the fuck you missed a rim? Come on, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh shit.
Come on, man. Come on now.
Yeah. No, I get it. Definitely get it. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Ruby, what's good? Yeah, I'm not going to stay too long. But what I want to say is we have a future. I just hope that, the rookies keep playing so I can see what's what,
Yeah.
especially with my man
With
Egor
Powell.
and
No, I want to see
Powell. I want to
Powell
see Powell play some more, right?
because he's starting to look like Mikal Bridges to me.
Yeah, yeah. With that 7 foot wingspan,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
My
because
man
it
got
just look like he's good for defense right now. That's it.
yeah, but that's not good enough for the NBA, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it
You can't.
can be. It depends on your
Nah.
team,
Hell no.
but you
Hell
can't
no.
you can't make a roster that way. You got to
It's no.
score, man. You got to
Yeah. It's no
score.
way you telling me You're gonna replace him for Cam Thomas just to give you defense.
No, you got to score. You got to score. You got to
Yeah.
score. You got to score.
No way.
That Cam Thomas thing is kind of crazy, and I just, you know, I don't know what to expect, but I do know this. All this shit is on Sean, man.
Yep. Yes,
All this shit that's going on with Cam Thomas is on Sean Mark. It's not just Cam Thomas and he took the qualifying offer. Of course, I'm going to take the qualifying offer. I don't know if it was his representation. It could be Cam's representation. He changed agents 3 times, which is crazy. So somebody was telling him wrong. Somebody was definitely telling him wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to get in Sarav. I don't know what the hell he was thinking when he did that. When he got Sarav, I was like, wait a minute. Done Sarav. And me and Iceman sat back and said, he's got game, but we just don't know where that game coming from or where it going. It's not like he got a funny game. And it's not, some people just, I don't know. He's a lefty.
You drafted 3 point guards, damn near 4.
And he's a lefty at that. And to me, it just seemed like he was reaching, trying to fill seats.
Yep.
That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but it just seemed like he was reaching. We knew Egor was in the top 20. Some people said you reaching to get him 8. He might earn that 8 spot.
Yeah.
He might earn that.
Might outplay that.
He might earn that. I really believe Egor is the truth.
Yeah.
I think just by his mentality,
yeah.
I'm going to give you a shot, boy.
Because he might end up being better than the 7 that was picked before him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He might end up better than a couple of them picked before him, and that's speaking highly.
You ain't never lie.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Down Under. I'm not saying that just to be like. And one thing about me, I am not a discriminated person. I don't discriminate against people. When it comes to ball, I don't care if you green. You can ball. I'm going to call it out. This Negro can play like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real. I keep it real when it comes to basketball. You can ball. That's all to it. I ain't gonna let them sit here and tell you no shit like that.
But shit, Scott, I'm about to head out.
Yeah. We getting ready to head out. Thanks, Jamal, for being here. Jamal, everything BK Nets was down here. Thanks, Down Under, for your comments. Let me answer that. At the end of the day, basketball is a money maker, so it makes sense. Yeah. I told you it was entertainment, Down Under. It's entertainment. What you want me to tell you? You want to see real ball, you got to go to the park. You got to go to your local park or your local YMCA or something like that and see people sweat it out on a strength. They sweat it out because of pride.
Yeah.
That's where you got to see it at.
And Ribby, to be honest with you, and Ribby, you could have got 2 of those picks in the second round, because I think you could have got Drake Powell in the second round, and you probably could have got Saraf in the second round.
Oh, you definitely would have got Saraf. I don't think nobody would have drafted him in the first round. So I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a couple of draft picks that I would have picked in the first round, went into the second round.
Yep.
And I saw that and I said, "Damn, you went second round?" Yeah. And they might not never see light. They might not never see the floor.
Yep.
See, Brooklyn was drafting 5 players that, for God's creation on earth, I ain't gonna lie to you. All 5 players should be thanking God that they went to Brooklyn. Because they're going to get burned.
That's a fact.
They're going to get burned. Now, whether you win, you stick in the league, that's different. All you can ask is that, can I see the court? So I can show what I got. That's what makes it so sad is with Seraph is that you might not never get another shot.
Mm-hmm.
The teams are looking at us and going, "Oh, that rookie right there."
Yeah, one and done. You one and done.
Well, I don't know about him.
Some people get one shot and that's it.
I don't know about him. You know, that's all it takes, and then you in the bottom. Oh, what's up? What's up, Jay? Yo, salute. What's good, man? Yo, I'm just getting ready to get off though, man. I'm sorry. I got an hour and a half in. Yo, but thanks for showing up though. Yeah. All right, Jamal. Later.
All right, Scott. Salute to
Jay
you.
down under, Ribby. Anybody else that was in the chat, thanks for showing up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to cover the next game. I'm going to have my pre-game, and I might do another late game. Y'all tell me if y'all like the late or the pre. I don't know. I might do both because I'm doing in between Breezy show. So Breezy does his show, I'll do afterwards, just in case people want to get off.
Put out that content.
Right. And say what you feel, too. I don't cut nobody. And you could be a Knick fan. That's okay. I'm surrounded by Knick fans. I live with Knick fans.
Yep.
So I know how it feels as a Net fan.
Don't discriminate.
I don't discriminate. Y'all can say what y'all feel. As long as we keep it basketball. Word up.
That's a fact.
Keep it hoop. All right, later. Like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. Peace.
More.